The city lights of Luminara shone like millions of tiny stars, reflecting off the glass towers and neon signs that stretched into the sky. But beneath the sparkling streets, shadows whispered, hiding things no ordinary person could see. Rumi, Mira, and Zoey, the trio of K-pop demon hunters, stood on a rooftop overlooking the bustling city below. Their mission was simple: protect the city from the monsters that thrived in darkness, but simple didn't mean easy. "Tonight feels different," Rumi said, her eyes scanning the glowing streets. Her leather jacket shimmered under the neon lights, and her trusty dagger gleamed in her hand. "The shadows are restless." Mira adjusted the straps of her boots and gripped her glowing staff, a weapon that pulsed with electric energy. "I feel it too. Something big is coming. I can almost hear it in the base of the city." Zoey, the youngest and most agile, crouched on the edge of the rooftop, her long braids swaying in the wind. "Then let's not wait for it to find us. Let's go." With a leap, the three girls descended into the streets. At first, everything looked normal: busy cafes, neon billboards, and the chatter of late-night city dwellers. But as they turned a corner, the shadows deepened unnaturally, swirling like smoke in the air. "There!" Mira shouted, pointing to a group of ghostly figures emerging from the darkness. They had glowing red eyes and misty forms that twisted like living smoke. People walking by didn't notice, but the girls did. They were the neon shadows, the first real challenge in their hunt. Rumi drew her dagger and dashed forward, spinning through the air and slicing a shadow as it lunged at a street lamp. Sparks flew, and the shadow screeched like metal scraping against stone before evaporating into mist. Mira slammed her staff on the ground, sending an electric pulse through the street. Shadows recoiled, then regrouped for another attack. Zoey leapt between rooftops, flipping through the air with acrobatic grace, throwing enchanted throwing stars that glowed blue. Each strike dissolved the shadows temporarily, but there were too many. "They're feeding on the city's energy," Zoey yelled, landing beside Rumi. "If we don't stop them, the entire district will be swallowed in darkness." Rumi nodded. "Then we need a plan. We hit their source, not just the shadows themselves." Mira closed her eyes, concentrating. She could feel the heartbeat of the shadows, pulsing from an abandoned concert hall on the edge of the city. The trio sprinted toward it, shadows trailing behind them like smoke in the wind. Inside, the hall was a ruined maze of broken instruments and shattered lights. At the center floated a massive shadow, a swirling vortex with glowing eyes, the Neon Wraith. "This is it," Rumi whispered. "The one controlling the others." The fight began. Mira's staff created a circle of energy that forced the shadows back. Zoey darted around, striking precise targets while Rumi used her agility to get close to the Wraith. But the creature was fast, sending tendrils of darkness at them. Each blow they landed was countered by another shadow, but they refused to back down. Finally, Rumi noticed a pattern. The Wraith moved in rhythm with the city's neon lights. "It's tied to the neon. If we disrupt the lights, we disrupt it," she shouted. Mira and Zoey quickly understood. Working together, Mira sent a surge of electricity into the main neon sign above the concert hall, while Zoey swung herself to cut the cables. Sparks flew, the lights flickered, and the shadows shrieked as the Wraith weakened. Rumi lunged forward, her dagger glowing with a faint blue light, and struck the Wraith's core. With a final roar, it dissolved into nothingness, leaving the hall eerily quiet. The girls collapsed on the floor, breathing heavily but smiling. "We did it," Mira said, wiping sweat from her forehead. "For a first hunt," Zoey said with a grin, "not bad at all." Rumi looked out at the city. The neon lights flickered back to life, casting colorful reflections across the streets. "This city is safe for now," she said, "but there will be more, and when they come, we'll be ready." Together, the three friends stepped out of the concert hall and into the night. Neon lights shimmered on their faces as they vanished into the city, ready to face whatever shadows lurked in the corners of Luminara. Because for Rumi, Mira, and Zoey, being K-pop demon hunters wasn't just a mission, it was their destiny.